benefits, millions of jobless Americans have to find jobs, and fast. If they're lucky, they'll find their way to an outfit called Strive. It's a program funded entirely with corporate and charitable donations that's part boot camp, part group therapy. It's not just for folks on welfare, but anyone who's poor and out of work. And in the last 12 years, Strive has put more than 15,000 people into real jobs. But first, it puts them through the most intense 3 weeks of their lives.
By show of hands, how many of you here have some degree of intelligence?
On a Friday morning in March, Strive trainer Steve Burlack stands before 91 unemployed New Yorkers in the barren basement of a Harlem housing project.
No? Why didn't you raise your hand?
I didn't feel like it.
Stand up. You didn't feel like it?
No.
Do you feel like this is the time and place for you to do what you feel like? What do you think would be more important for you to do right now?
For me to leave, that's what. Yeah.
Okay, goodbye. The brother just gave us a prime example of what we're here to do for the next 3 weeks. You might type 100 words a minute, know every computer program ever came out, and if you're a jerk, you're not going to get the job. It is not your skills that is keeping you from succeeding. It is your attitude.
Attitude. Attitude has kept a lot of these folks from getting jobs or keeping them. They were surly or didn't show up on time or didn't show up at all.
I've been out of prison for going on 2 years, and basically what I'm looking is how to get back part of society and become a productive member.
Damaris Carrero knows more about jail than how to do any job. Victor Barriero was in prison at 17, now jobless at 19. Darlise Coleman was wounded in a random shooting. Denise Parks is a single mother of 4 kids, 2 of them handicapped. Many of these people see themselves as victims. Victims of poverty, 60% are on welfare. Victims of drug addiction, victims of racism. But the victim attitude isn't tolerated here. Rob Carmona is Strive's executive director.
Is the world racist? No question about it. Absolutely. But you know what? At the end of the day, so what? Read your history. Life ain't never been fair, it's not gonna be fair today, and it's certainly not gonna be fair tomorrow. Life ain't fair. Eat it, swallow it, accept it.
Rob Carmona knows what he's talking about. He was in prison himself and hooked on drugs before turning his life around and helping to found Strive. He also knows how many people here can handle his tough message.
20% of you are full of it. As you sit here. You're here because your mother sent you, your father sent you, welfare, parole, probation. Somebody said, go look like you're doing something right. There's another 20% of you that think you want to work. Think you want to work. Let's be real clear. You got a weekend to think about, is this the place for me? Because we are going to subject you, Gail, to some pain.
Monday, Gail comes back. 15 others don't. Half of the survivors are assigned to Steve Burlack, the other half to Frank Horton, Strive's director of training, who's ready to inflict that pain.
No, go home. You're 25 minutes late, go home. Why you guys look shocked like, oh, he sent him home. 25 minutes late on the first day? Let's think this through. This is not junior high where you roll in when you feel like it. This is the first day of work. Be prepared to work.
Lesson number 1, don't be late. Lesson number 2, treat every minute here as if it's a job interview that can determine your future.
Smile. No, that's a grin.
No,
there's a different
smile.
No, baby. Trust me. It's a grin. It's a grin.
Okay.
Smile. T. Smile. Hi. T. No. Up. Baby. You misunderstand. You misunderstand. You must be nuts if you think you're going to spend my money and tell me no. Not in this room. Understand this up front. You're not going to tell, no, I don't feel like it. And then sit back down and go, let's go on. Hell no. Smile. No,
I'm
baby.
telling you.
I hear
This
you,
is my
T.
smile.
Well, that's not mine. You want to get a job? Smile. Because when you go, you have to walk in the office and go, good morning. My name is Frank Horton. Nice to meet you. And smile. T. That's a smile. Cut it out. He just did what he was supposed to do.
Sometimes when you're yelling at him, my stomach goes in knots. Why so tough?
One, people need structure. They need to start to find out what limitations they have.
It's like an Army drill sergeant who breaks you down.
It's like my mother. My mother does that. Well, why did you do that? Why didn't you do it? If they jumped off the bridge, would you jump too? It's the same confrontational stuff of making you be accountable.
It could be a little intimidating.
No, really? You think so? Why would I make it intimidating?
Because sometimes when you go in an interview, that's how the employer projects himself, because he can be intimidating, so he wants to see how you can stand up to them.
Thank you. It's about business.
In the real business world, you have to be able to speak up, say what you mean. Darlys Coleman obviously isn't ready.
Being motivated to feel good that I have a, how can I say?
You know what's important?
Yeah.
Especially in an interview? Knowing when you said enough.
Okay.
The lessons on how to present yourself start from the ground up.
Gentlemen, what should you be wearing? Let's start at the feet. What should you have on your feet? What kind of shoes?
Dressy shoes.
Shoes that can hold a shine. Shirts. Light blue. White. I'll even take cream. I don't want dark shirts. I don't want short sleeve shirts. I want a tie. A basic tie. Don't give me something that screams tie! I can't have that. Ladies, feet. Let's start there. Pumps. We understand what a pump is? It's a dress shoe, closed front, no sling back, no straps, no patent leather. Leather, pump. Dark blue, black, period. Pump.
About an hour into Monday's class, Frank sends everyone into the hall. It's time for Handshake 101.
Nice, firm. I want you to say, good morning. My name is blah, blah, blah. How are you, Frank?
Anyone who doesn't pass the smile, shake, greet test is sent to the back of the line.
And watch with the thumb.
Good morning, Frank. My name is Victor Barriera. It's a pleasant to be here.
It's a pleasant way. Bring them fingers down. Bring that there. Nice, firm. Work on that smile.
Okay.
Now, let me get mine in before you start to squeeze. Because you start, see? You feel that? Mm-hmm. Speak.
Good morning, Frank. My name
Louder.
is Good morning, Frank.
Good. I want to shave by tomorrow. Let's see. Open it up. You're not going to smile for me? Then go sit down. Listen, let me explain this to you. I want a smile, I want a handshake, and I'd like a nice greeting. I don't think those things are too much to ask. And don't roll your eyes. Now, smile, eye contact, walk. Hand, speak.
Hi, my name is Mario Linares.
Oh, Lord.
Hi, my name is Mario Linares.
Speak up.
Mario
You
Linares.
talk like that loud up to your boys, don't you? When they cross the street, yo, yo! Don't you? So why you gonna give me...
Hi, my name is Mario Linares.
Right.
Nice to meet you, Frank.
Wednesday, 2 days later. Most people have taken the Strive dress code to heart.
Yes, I have.
Victor Barriera has changed more than his shoes. You look different.
Oh, yeah. When I first came in here, I had braids, and they said they won't...
Cornrows.
Cornrows.
Yeah.
I had cornrows, and that wasn't very good. Frank had sent me home to take it out.
He sent you home?
I went home, took it out, came right back. Let him know that I'm really interested.
Not everyone is quite as interested as Victor.
I say don't wear a black shirt. That's what you got on.
Antonio, who had trouble smiling Monday, is in trouble again.
Antonio,
Don't do it to yourself. I'll terminate you. You need to shut up.
Then I'm just gonna terminate myself.
That works for me too.
My name is Darlys.
I just come back next month.
It's going to be the same thing next month, whether you understand it or not.
If that strikes you as cruel, it did us too.
My name is Darlys.
But as Antonio walks out, Frank turns to his assistant, Angelina, and whispers, "Play catch," meaning catch him before he's out the door. Every time someone storms out or is thrown out, a Strive staffer plays catch.
Do you think that this is personal?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me explain something. This is not personal. This is the way that this program happens to be run. For the 3 weeks, that's how we do it, because employers will act like that.
Antonio still leaves, but back in the classroom, Frank is demanding to know why no one in the group tried to stop him. He's teaching another lesson of the work world, teamwork.
Well, why'd you let him go without giving it a shot?
From what I perceived, he did not want to be here. Why should I put my hand out to help you and you don't want to?
Because you need to be a bigger person. You reaching out your hand to him helps you. And if you can't see that, baby, you shallow. Y'all some selfish asses. I'm gonna tell you straight up and down. It's just like that. You selfish.
That's true. But some people can't handle people being stressful on them.
Some people ain't never been accustomed to having somebody there for them.
Right, so maybe that's what happened to him.
Then maybe it needs to start now.
What needs to start is people shedding the attitudes that cost them jobs in the past.
Put that tone in your voice.
A few minutes later, when Denise Parks gets into a fight with a classmate, Frank turns it into a lesson about her attitude.
Shh, I know how you feel. I know how you feel. Put your feelings in your pocket.
And you're telling us that if we're supposed to be a team... I'm
telling you, put your feelings in your pocket.
But my voice is just high-pitched anyway.
Then lower it.
She keeps arguing, and Frank keeps teaching.
You ain't talking from here. You talking from here.
No, I'm talking from from here.
You talking from here, because your belly's up and rumbling. You ain't talking from here.
Right.
Girl, what's your problem? You had the potential because you've shown it to me.
Frank's been doing this for 12 years. He knows that as soon as he inflicts pain, breaks down a bad attitude, it's time to build back up. A class break gives him the chance.
You're on the edge of either failing and going back to what you were doing or growing. It's going to be a real trust thing. And I'm going to smack you up, snatch you by your collar.
After the break, Denise and all the others are put through another trust-building exercise. One at a time, they're made to get up in front of the group and a camera and speak about their lives.
Life for me was very hard. I have 2 brothers. I came from a very abusive mother who used to really give it to me really bad.
I was shot for no reason, stayed in the hospital for a week. I had to stop school for 3 months. I tried my best, and I couldn't make it.
Why do you make them stand up in front of this group and talk about themselves?
People that are behind an 8-ball sometimes have the feeling that I'm the only one going through this. My problems are unique to me. And when they do that, somebody invariably gets up and says, me too. Okay, that has happened to me.
That has happened to almost everyone at Strive, from Rob Carmona on down. Frank Horton runs the class now, but he was in the class 12 years ago. He graduated from the very first session of Strive.
Been there with them, been homeless, been on drugs, been incarcerated, been black, been poor, kind of still am poor, but you know.
Still ain't black.
Going through some of the stuff that they go through every day. I still expect more from them. Those are not reasons why you can't do.
And look at me.
You're right.
You'll say, look at me.
Basically, I'm here. I've done this. I started out mopping the floors.
Will Strive's no excuses, no slack approach really work? Really end up helping this group get jobs? We'll find out in a minute. Strive has a consistent track record. Year after year, more than 3/4 of all graduates find work. That goes for the centers in New York and for the new locations that have opened recently in 4 other cities. And remember, they don't get any easy cases, just the hardest to employ people in America. That kind of success rate is unheard of in government-run jobs programs. It's so impressive, the Labor Department has come to strive, trying to figure out the secret. There's no secret, really. Just 3 weeks of intense work and raw emotion. It's the second Thursday, a crucial day. Everyone will do a mock job interview in front of the group. They've been typing up their resumes, deciding what job they want to go after, and shoring up their confidence. Now they face Dan Usino and Cecilia Hemingway, Strive staffers who are playing the role of employers. Denise Parks thinks she's ready to interview for a customer service job.
Can you tell me a little bit about your experience at Strive and what you got from the program?
Okay. Strive has trained me as far as interviewing skills, verbally, helped me express myself more clearer. It has
Stop. Time. You applying for a customer service rep. Let's get it real. This is bubbly, outgoing, can talk to people. You sit on the spot and you freeze. Not having it.
okay.
Denise takes a few minutes to collect herself, comes back, and does better.
Good morning, my name is Denise Parks. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, Ms. Parks.
Good morning.
Please have a seat.
One by one, they take their place in the hot seat, while their classmates watch and occasionally coach.
Wanda, you have a problem looking at me. I'm waiting for an answer. Do you have a problem looking at me? Then I expect your eyes to stay on me.
And at the end of each interview, class members critique each other.
Damaris, how'd he do?
I thought he was gonna do better.
I'm not asking you what you thought. I asked you how he did.
He didn't do good.
Near the end of the day, Darlise Coleman, one of the shyest in the class, one of the least confident, takes her seat.
I see you're applying for a job as a mailroom clerk.
Yes.
Can you tell me what you know about mailroom operations?
Yes, it's sorting out mail orders, doing copies on copy machines, having a lot of
If Strive was giving grades for test interviews, Darlise would get an F.
How much work did you put into getting ready?
Not too
much. How much work do you expect us to put into getting you a job?
A lot.
I'm going to be honest with you. The answer is going to be not that much. Why should I spend the time preparing for you?
I don't want to answer that.
You don't want to answer that?
Why? Because it's your job.
No, you know what? My job, I'm going to tell you what my job is. My job is to help people, okay, who want to be helped. Not people who need help, because I be here day and night. You got some sense of entitlement? You special?